All right, Coach, so this old place not quite done yet. There is playoff football to be played in the East Bay in Oakland, California. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Oakland Raiders. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set 50, plant. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hard.
Now back to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Here we go. 15, line. 15. Hey, lock it. Snap.
They'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Ready. Black 22.
Defense wins championships, baby.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston now to throw on first down. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. 51 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. And Diggs has it. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200 plus right now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready?
Mike 5. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Go.
Joker.
Shoot.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. He was looking that time for Stills. But they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Almost a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 7-7, our score after 1. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. And he finds Cook. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ready. Blue ready.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Green, triple T.
On 1st and 10, Winston toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Winston now. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bengals' 47-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I know he ain't got
6'6", pull it high.
56. Let's go.
2nd and 3. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Dawson for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston, it's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Jameis now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Jameis again. He's got him in. Complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Cincinnati.
Ready? 125. 63.
To the air again with Winston. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, have a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On second down, Winston again. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Rosas' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
6 man. Check girls, check 30. 58, boy, 58.
Jameis to throw it. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
and has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
To throw, Winston. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll set up to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll drop to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been
up there to force an income, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll go again here from the... He'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Way back at the 19 now. What do they have here on 3rd and goal? 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, so they done yet. There is playoff football to be played in the East Bay in Oakland, California. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Oakland Raiders. The battle for the Lamar Hunt underway in this AFC Wild Card game.